Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. The top story that we're following today, the sale of seats at engineering colleges. The Chief Minister Karunanidhi has ordered a committee to look into this matter. We have been taking live calls, and here with us we have in the studio Sudha Ramalingam, Senior Advocate at the Madras High Court, and Dr. Kalanidhi, an ex-Vice Chancellor with the Anna University. Also, Anna University is one of the places which is in question today. The touts which our reporter Minal Shah met told him that for 18 lakh rupees he can sell you an Anna University seat. That's what we have been discussing. We have a first caller on this segment. We've been taking callers through the show today. Usha from T Nagar. Usha, please go ahead. Usha, if you can hear us.
Hi, yes, sir.
Yes, Usha, please go ahead.
Sir, my question is 120 எடுத்து மார்க் எடுத்தவங்க எல்லாம் லீடிங் காலேஜஸ்ல சீட் வாங்கிருக்காங்க சார். என் பொண்ணு 193 கட் ஆஃப் எடுத்து கூட அவளுக்கு எந்த லீடிங் காலேஜஸ்லயும் சீட் கேக்குற கோர்ஸ்ல இல்ல. பட் இப்ப மெரிட்ங்கிறதுக்கே இப்ப என்ன சார் மதிப்பு? பைசா உள்ளவங்களுக்கு தான் கவுன்சிலிங்ல, பைசா உள்ளவங்களுக்கு தான் இன்ஜினியரிங் சீட்ல மார்க் வாங்குறதுக்கு என்னதான் அர்த்தம்? இதெல்லாம் தெரியாமலா இருந்திருக்கும் ஒரு சான்ஸ்லருக்கு.
இல்ல இவங்க வந்து 190 193 ஏதோ சொல்றாங்க.
195.
Yeah, she says 195, but yesterday I recommended.
Yes ma'am. Yeah.
Yesterday I recommended one candidate with 190 marks to Sairam Engineering College, and they have given admission in EEE branch. And they have given the admission.
All right.
Was it a management quota or a regular quota?
I think it's a management quota.
Yeah,
all right. We have our next caller.
No money was paid.
Okay. All right.
No money was paid. That's a point to be taken.
Okay. We have a next caller, Ravi from Velachari. Ravi, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Ravi, please
Hello.
go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Dr. Kalanidhi.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Sir, I have 3 questions to make now.
All right. Go ahead. Shoot them away.
First question is, as for the surrendered seats, there is a seat matrix and the admissions are followed. Why no such thing is prevalent in private quota, that is management seats? Why there is no such thing? You can avoid such anomalies in such cases, in these cases, when you have that counseling part. Second one is, how come deemed universities can admit more than 2,000 students? I have list of deemed universities which have more than 1,500 to 2,000 seats allotted for first year engineering. And the third one is, why should there be a delay in Anna University counseling when deemed universities finish all the seats counseling before the Anna University counseling starts? I have these 3 questions, sir.
Right. All right. One minute, sir. We have one more caller. After that, we'll take all the questions together. Money from Indiranagar. Money, please go ahead.
I'll forget the questions.
Money from Indiranagar. Okay, we have lost that caller. So here you go.
You see, I will come back in the reverse order. He said the deemed universities start admitting even before Anna University. Yes, if Anna University starts in June, they will start in May. If Anna University starts in May, they will start in April. So therefore, deemed universities will start early.
No, is that accepted?
No,
what he's saying is that system is wrong.
You cannot tell the deemed university to admit later or in the same time, etc. That is a different question. The point is, deemed universities are scot-free. They admit candidates at their own whims and fancy, for which the checking agency is AICTE and the authorities are UGC.
You mean to say they are not doing their jobs properly?
These are the 2 agencies, they are sleeping. Okay. Simple, they are sleeping.
All right, they're sleeping. All right, we have Money from Indiranagar now. Money, please go ahead.
Question is,
yeah.
See, we are talking of the thing, whatever the discriminatory quotas have been given for these 3 years, could be that be put on the screen or on the net tomorrow. So unless you bring that discretion, people are not going to be satisfied with this.
Okay, Money, if you can repeat what you're saying.
That's not the truth. Even the VC appointees are all politicians by political parties. So what you have to follow the master's voice. This is not right or true.
All right, Money. Right, thank you, Money.
So he put one question saying that the management seats will also have to go through a counseling. This has been done by the government. They have appointed a committee, and the committee will have to conduct an entrance examination for this, and then they will have to admit only through that entrance examination. This is on paper, it is there.
The very
This has to
purpose
be-
of the so-called management quota is only to bypass the queue, which cannot be
Through the counseling, that will defeat the very purpose of the
So
management
the
quota. That can't
vested
be done.
interest
Okay.
would not accept it.
Yeah, we have another caller, Ravi from Madipakam. Ravi, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Ravi.
Sir, நான் ரவி மடிப்பாக்கம் பேசுறேன். ஹலோ.
சொல்லுங்க சார், சொல்லுங்க.
இங்க வந்து பொதுவா மேனேஜ்மென்ட் கோட்டான்னு 65-35 னு பிரிச்சறாங்க இல்லையா? பிரிச்சதுனால தான் இந்த பணத்துக்கும் மார்க்குக்கும் வேல்யூ இல்லாம இருக்குன்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். ஆமா, அதனால அதுக்கு ஏதாச்சும் இந்த கவர்மெண்ட் இவங்க இப்ப இந்த மாதிரி ஃபார்மர் விசி எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து ஒரு டிசிஷன் எடுத்தாங்கன்னா மார்க் எடுத்தவங்களுக்கு நல்ல ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் படிக்கிறதுக்கு நல்ல வாய்ப்பும் கிடைக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
All right, the very valid point which he's making there, saying that the management quota also in itself should be done away with. But then, what do you think? How much do you think this management quota also can actually be done away with?
No. When we talk about management quota, as Madam was saying, put management quota and the general quota put together and then do single counseling. This is one solution. The other problem is deemed universities. Deemed universities take equal number of seats as the 500 institutions in Tamil Nadu which are taking. So, in which case, then how do you prevent the malpractice that is happening in the deemed university admission cases?
Okay.
Again, the doubts are coming. As a matter of fact, the murder which took place is something related to deemed universities.
Deemed universities,
yes.
yes.
And therefore,
I also wonder how youngsters who should be driven by honesty and best policies
Alright.
with conviction
They are being
also
fed such values.
Yeah, I just really feel very bad
Very
about
tragic.
this.
Yeah, we have Nasir Ahmed from Paris now, our next caller. Nasir Ahmed from Paris, please go ahead.
Paris Corner.
Hello.
Yeah, Nasir Ahmed from Paris Corner, please go ahead.
Hello, sir. My question is to Mr. CM through your channel. I want to know what was his motive behind when he tells that the people not to get fooled. What was his motive behind in that? Because people of Tamil Nadu are the purchaser, and who is the seller? So how the people of Tamil Nadu have got fooled in this?
Okay. Well, quite passionate caller there saying that the whole of Tamil Nadu has got fooled and who is the purchaser or seller. But how much do you hold the state government responsible in the entire mess?
You see, the agency state government may not be directly responsible for the whole issue, because it's a technical education as far as engineering admissions are concerned. The AICT is solely responsible for this.
But then, sir, don't you think there you're actually passing the buck onto the center?
I am not
What do
saying,
you think?
sorry.
Don't you think
Sorry,
you're actually
please,
passing
sir.
the buck
No,
onto
no,
the
please,
center?
please.
Yeah.
It's in the concurrent list. It
I mean,
is
you can
not
make
as
money
a
off the
central
education
list.
sector.
It is in the central list, madam.
It
Technical
is-
education. Technical education is in the central
Central
list.
list. Okay,
And
but still,
therefore,
you're making money.
Please,
The state authorities,
Please
the people
listen,
in the
please
state,
listen.
private parties making money, but
No,
you
no.
can't govern something which you're making money out of.
No,
That
no,
is-
you know what? There are two things. You cannot bypass the law.
Okay.
So therefore, you have to follow the central law. When the central law is there, you will have to follow the central law. The police can directly enter into the action because these fellows are collecting money over and above the fees fixed by the
They're coming to the
committee.
police,
Even the
That way
insurance
they can
authorities
go.
are sleeping. There are so many other agencies which can also
But then coming to the
start
police
action.
point of view, ma'am, do you think this is a cognizable offence that the police should have taken care of it on its own? Because often we hear in such cases they're waiting for a complaint. They're saying we'll take action after a complaint. What
Even
do you
if
think?
there is a complaint, they don't take action. They are complacent. They don't, and they also have most important work of bandobast work. You know, police is mostly used for VIP bandobast. They are not doing any of their work as much as they do their bandobast work. So I feel first there should be a bandobast
ban.
Yes, there should be a special police for bandobast.
Bandobast.
Thereafter, make the police do their work.
All right, anyway, your take on the law enforcement agency side, sir. Perhaps if the law enforcement agencies take a better look at this and, make sure touts don't, operate at such a level.
I'll give the reply for this. As far as the police is concerned, if there is a traffic accident takes place, immediately the police comes to the site. Okay, there is no written complaint given by anybody, any of the accident victims or the person who has made the accident. So even then they are coming. So the same way, anywhere any law is being bypassed, immediately the police will have to get into action.
But
So
here when
for
the
which,
VIPs
for
are
which-
there,
for which-
the police will not spring
Okay, we
into
have one more
action.
caller. We have one more caller, Shivakumar. Shivakumar, please go ahead. Shivakumar,
Hello.
if you, yes.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Shivakumar. Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, sir has told that some colleges who are it is not collecting donations, and it is equally he may be knowing that some colleges, he is talking about some SSN college, and equally some college, it is 14 kilometers before that, some private colleges, they are collecting money. That is a known issue. And now government, this is actually bribing which is taking place, it is a scam which is taking place within Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu government also can take action. The sir is telling that it is All India Technical Council of Investigation. And Anna University also can intervene and go send a team and investigate and submit a report to the All India Technical Education so they can keep it. It is actually a bribe which is taking place inside Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu state government can have every right, and Anna University can also help in out to sort out the issue. Please, I want to answer for all these things. Please kindly let me know all these things.
Yeah, basically he's saying the Tamil Nadu government also is very much responsible for what it is, even if it is AICTE, which is you're saying the nodal agency to look after these things. He says the caller is saying that the state government is which is mainly responsible for any kind of these things happening.
As far as the state government is concerned, only through police they can take action.
The state
what do you think about that?
It is the state government which decides whether there is going to be an entrance exam or not. It is the state government which also decides about also allocating funds for many of these institutions.
So you are saying that the law
they do have control over these institutions.
Why not? I mean, so you are saying that the law is such that there's probably many state government cannot involve itself into as much as it might want to. Is that what you're saying? The law is not such. The central law is like that. Then don't you think that law has to be changed? Because in many other ways, it's the state government which is taking charge.
It's not IITs.
Then don't you think that the state government should also take the responsibility? You can't wash away the responsibility just like that.
If there is any fraud that takes place, the state government can take action through the police.
Okay.
They have the police force.
No, they have the police. You don't want the fraud to actually wait and happen. You don't want to take action after a few lives are, a few students lose the kind of seats they want.
No, I only said what is the existing law.
Okay. Don't you think it should be changed?
No, please listen. As far as the existing law is concerned, technical education comes under the central subject, and AICTE is the only one which is regulating the whole technical education in the country.
Okay.
As far as the state government is concerned, if there is any deviation, if there is any financial irregularities, they can send the police and take action on it. But
that doesn't seem to be happening to the extent it should be happening. Anyway, we have our other caller, Bhaskar from Perambur. Bhaskar, yes, please.